Hey guys, this is Ivano Espinosa. I am an EX Pro student. Today, I'm going to do the video for the third assignment from the learning strategies subject that's called Demonstrative Video and a Proposal. I will share my screen with you. Here I am. First of all, what is a learning strategy? According to Dr. K.M., learning strategies refer to the tools and methods adopted by learners to develop their learning practices. Learning strategies play an important role in developing self-awareness. Learners develop learning strategies as they progress through the learning process. Learners have access to a variety of strategies in the classroom. It is the teacher's role to expose students to the widest variety of skills and to introduce as many concepts as possible. Encourage learners to experiment and help them determine what works for them. During this subject, we've seen some theories. One is from Anderson's. He stated that we have two kinds of knowledge. One is the declarative knowledge, and another is a procedural knowledge. Answers, one of the Anderson's quote is this: representing knowledge in memory. The representation of knowledge in memory is a key concept in Anderson's theory. He makes an important distinction between static information or knowing about something, which is referred to as declarative knowledge, and dynamic information, or knowing how to do something, which he terms procedural knowledge. Let's look a little closer to this term. Procedural knowledge refers to the ability to understand and generate language, or to apply our knowledge or rules to solve a problem, or to carry out a particular skill, such as, for example, riding a bicycle or playing a piano. In other words, it refers to the process involved in learning how to do something successfully. In terms of language acquisition, procedural knowledge is simply seen as our ability to understand and produce language. The representation of procedural knowledge in memory is a key issue in cognitive theory. It is contained in what Anderson refers to a production system. According to Oxford and Lever studies, strategy instructions involves helping students know more about themselves so they can try out tests and become expert in using the strategies that help them. The most strategy instruction is a highly creative, multi-level process for teaching students to optimize the learning strategies for themselves as individuals. What does this say? This says that we as teachers have to look for the ways students learn better. So that way we could encourage them to use or to find a better learning strategy for them. Okay? I continue. Thus, this principle study instructions about helping students to develop their own strategy use. so as to make them more effective learners. Current thinking in the field of learning strategies has moved away from the idea that strategy instruction should take the strategies used by good language learners. Based on the work earlier, researchers such as Noon, Neyman, and Rubin, which will look at the two and try to make weaker students to adopt this. In fact, Nichols observed that less successful students often already using several strategies well suited to their own learning style, but may apply them haphazardly. What this means? This means that learners already are using some learning strategies, but they are not aware how they are not aware that they can change the learning strategy that they are using for another that is better. So sometimes they have the learning strategy, but they don't have the capacity to change the learning strategy for a better one. So that's why we as teachers should help them to find the learning strategy that best suits the learning. Let's read a little more. Strategy instruction is one way to work toward enhancing your procedural knowledge, since many adults are language phobic or inexperienced with language learning. They need to gain more procedural knowledge to deflect negative affective influences and to begin to experience some success towards enhancing your procedural knowledge. Having access to appropriate strategy should lead students to higher, here we go, expectation and learning success. A crucial component of motivation and important aspects in viewing oneself as a successful learner is self-control over strategy use. This type of self-control can be enhanced if strategy instruction is combined with metacognitive awareness of the relationship between strategy use and learning outcome. Here we go. This one is what I said before. Learners may already have learning strategies, but they are not combined with the metacognitive and cognitive strategies, okay? So if they use a good learning strategies and they are aware that learning strategy is good and they are learning more, so that one they should stick it to it. Okay, so we also have seen about in this subject how we store information in the brain. Is the short-term memory and the long-term memory. Is something that Anderson talked about in his declarative knowledge. That is the declarative knowledge that we have is the factual information, the knowledge that we already have. And so in order to acquire new knowledge, we have to do the steps like that is in procedural knowledge, okay? I don't remember if Cohen or Chamot said that in order to learn something, we have to recall it and retrieve it once in a while. So that way, the information, the language that we want to acquire goes from the short-term memory and stick to the long-term memory. So that way we hold information in our brain. Okay, let's continue. I have over here the proposal. Over here I have the ficha descriptiva, how we do I'm gonna do the activity. And over here I have I have the activity, okay? This one, as you can see, is for second graders in primary school. See, I have my ficha descriptiva over here and the activity. First, here's are the instructions, ¿sí? El alumno observa el video, escucha y repite la pronunciación de las actividades de tiempo libre, hobbies. For example, here, I'm gonna use a video. The students, I think using videos in the classroom is very effective because the students relate sounds and images. So I think it's very important they are using the receptive skill that is listening, but also they are using one of the intelligence that we have, the visual intelligence. I'm going to put to record the video so that way we can watch it.
Hello, kids. Listen and say the words.
Cooking. Listening to music. Playing basketball. Playing games. Playing the guitar. Riding a bicycle. Singing. Taking photographs. Watching TV.
Listen and say the words.
I'm from Mexico. I'm from Mexico. I'm animated. I'm animated.
Oh, the video is done. Very short video. So when they watch the video, they repeat what they are listening. It is good strategy to stop the video and that made them to repeat the words. Then I give them this sheet with the activity where they write their names, then they use the keywords to find some words. See? Like this is watching the TV. Here we go. And he's listening to music. See? So then after that, after repeating the whole sentence, they trace this sentence. See? I am from Mexico. I am Mexican. So what is the idea? What is the objective of this class? The objective is, we have over here, explore the written information, the personal written information, and the activities for leisure time, see? Watching TV, listening to music, all that stuff, okay? That's the main idea. And obvious, and of course, listening, using the receptor skill, and using the productive skill that is speaking. Okay. After that, like it's an assessment, I can do, I can pick up some volunteers to come in front and say the phrases. Okay, that's very good activity. And well, for the conclusion, as we can see, there are a lot of learning strategies scientifically known that are defective when learning a second language. Anderson point out very good examples where learning starts. He mentioned two different ways how learning is embedded in our long-term memory. That is the declarative knowledge, which refers to the factual knowledge that we have, and procedural knowledge, that is where we use the step to develop something. Although not everything is said about the way we acquire and retain knowledge, working hard is essential to accomplish these tasks. Yeah, definitely. I think in order to learn something, we have to work hard to get it. We have to work objectively and with a plan to get the knowledge and retain it and store it in our brain. So that's gonna be it. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much. My name is Ivan Obeso. Thank you to my teacher, Norma Ellis. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.